In this video, I'm going to share with you the one setting that you can change on any camera or any phone that will immediately affect the quality of your photos and videos and take things to the next level. Coming up. Hey, what's up guys? My name is Timothy. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. On this channel, I focus on tech tools and tutorials to help you create the best content that you can for your YouTube channels and your productions. So if this is your first time or you've been watching and you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button down below and turn the notification bell on for 2 new video uploads every week on Tuesdays and Fridays. All right, I'm going to dive right into the video today, guys, and I want to make this a quick tip for you. This one setting that I'm going to tell you about is called white balance, and you can find it on no matter what device you are filming on, whether it's a pro camera, a beginning camera, a phone, drones. All of these different devices have a function in them to change white balance. Now, you're probably wondering, what is this? I've never seen it before. A lot of times in the menu systems, it's abbreviated to just be WB. What white balance does is it tells the computer in your camera what white actually is. So it identifies all the other colors around it. So not to get too much into the science of it, let's think about just light for a second here. You want to think about the color temperature. So broad daylight, that's going to be somewhere around 5,500 kelvins or 5,600 kelvins, 6,000, somewhere in there. That's how blue the light is, that really white blue light. You can think about maybe when you go to your hardware store and buy bulbs, you can see that aisle of bulbs and they have yellow ones, orange ones, and white ones. Well, the more white it is, the higher the Kelvin rating, and the more orange it is, the more tungsten the color is. And so that actually goes down. So let's say a Kelvin rating of 3,300, 3,500, that's gonna be that tungsten warm orange light that we see in a lot of those old bulbs. And those LED bright white ones, those are gonna be more towards the 5,500, 6,000 Kelvin range. So I tell you all of that because it's really important to match your white balance in your camera to what the color temperature is in the space that you're shooting. Now, there's usually some default presets in most of our cameras, and those are a great place to start just by identifying what kind of environment you're shooting in, right? So let's say we're outside right now, blue skies, there's a setting in there that is for sunny, and all I have to do is choose that. If it's cloudy outside, there's a setting for cloudy. If you're shooting inside and you've got a lot of that orange light, there's a setting for tungsten light. And just by quickly choosing one of those presets, you can already change your photographs and videos. I was reading some comments in a video earlier today, and someone was talking about how the color actually fluctuated while they were recording. And so the color actually changed, and they were having a hard time color grading that in post because obviously the color changed. That's because they were using auto white balance. And that's the very first thing I want you to turn off in your camera. Get off of the auto white balance mode. What that does is it allows your camera to decide what the white balance is. And as the color changes and as the temperature changes from the focus points in your camera, the white balance changes as well. And you don't want that. You want an even white balance across your entire shot. So make sure you turn off auto white balance. Now, you can get really complicated with this and do custom white balances and all of that, and we're going to do that in a different video, but that allows you to actually show the camera, here is a white surface. You use gray cards, white cards, those kind of things, and it actually identifies to the camera the point that is white, and then the camera calibrates itself to that. Now that's a little bit more complicated, and a lot of times I do that for studio shots or if I'm doing real estate photography, but for just the average shot, especially if you're using a drone or a camera, using those presets that are on your camera is a great starting point. I recently did a training course with some realtors on how to improve the quality of their shots, especially when shooting indoors. What often happens when you look at real estate photography is that it looks really oversaturated. Lots of times the flooring is very orange or overly red, and that's because the white balance is off when the photographer shot the picture. And so to do this in a space, this completely changed the game for these realtors because they were able to suddenly just click one setting and the colors in the room were correct correct, which is really important as their clients showed up to these houses to see. They wanted to see the colors that were on the walls, and they wanted those represented well in photographs. You don't want to show up with a client to a house and suddenly everything be different than the pictures, right? So you want to make sure that the color's on point. Another example of this is a friend of mine whose wife was selling LuLaRoe, and she was taking pictures on her phone of different clothing and outfits, and she was noticing that the pictures she took didn't match the colors that were on the apparel. And so that was really important because, you know, the people that are buying these, they're going off the photos, right? They want to see what those clothing colors actually are. And so showing her just really quickly about white balance really changed the game for her to be able to represent, you know, her apparel and her clothing in a way that was more honest and authentic to the people she was selling to. So all that to say, guys, it's really, really important that you nail white balance. And again, there are ways to do it in a custom white balance where you can set it up per space, but I think the very first place to start is to just go into that menu, turn off your auto white balance, and set it on the setting that is closest to the environment that you're in. Again, whether that's in a sunny condition, indoors, fluorescent, tungsten light, you know, if it's cloudy outside, just pick one that's closest to the environment that you're in, and you're immediately going to see awesome results and better colors in your photos. It is really difficult for me to show you exactly how to change the white balance in your camera because every model is different, but a quick Google search with the name of your camera and how to change white balance will provide you with a quick and simple tutorial. And again, if you're using a phone, there are apps that allow you to do manual white balance control. And I'm gonna link those in the description below so you can download them and start taking even more accurate photos on your phone. So that's gonna bring us to question of the day. I reply to every single comment on the videos here, so drop me a comment down below and let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Did you know about white balance? Were you using auto white balance? And hey, did it actually help your photos and videos to look more authentic? So that's gonna do it for today's video, guys. I hope it's been helpful, and let me know if you wanna see more quick tips and videos like this one on the channel here. I am uploading twice a week, and I wanna be able to provide content that's valuable to you. I'd love to hear some feedback in the comments section down below of what you guys are learning from these videos, if they're helpful, if you like this style of just quick tips, and how I can just further add value for my audience here on YouTube. I also wanted to remind you to go over to Instagram and follow me at Timothy Sunday JR. I'm actually going to go live here as soon as I wrap up this recording. I'm going to try to go live at least once a week, maybe more. And I post every single day there just as another way to engage with you guys. So I'd love to connect with you over there. Again, it's at Timothy Sunday JR on Instagram. I hope it's been helpful today, guys. And hey, if you want to check out another video that I made about my current camera setup, you can click right over here. And if you want to check out more videos from the channel that I've made, you can click over here. Be sure and subscribe to the channel and turn on that notification bell so you never miss a new upload right here on the channel. Guys, I hope you have a fantastic day. I'll see you in the next video.